Hola mis amigos, this is the Aries teen reading. I'm planning on doing 2 spreads, so let's go ahead and get started. The first one is a modified Celtic cross. What is the situation for Aries teen? What situation is going on for Aries teen? Keep in mind the situation have already happened. It may be the very, very present, or it may be the near future, depending on the individuals. These are general readings, so do realize they will not always resonate, and they will not always resonate every month. All right, Aries, you guys get to be first because you are highest views, so that's how I'm doing it now. You have 6 of Pentacles as your current situation. Interesting. And then we have 2 more cards that fell out. This is kind of like a 2 card or a choice card, so let's see what's on one side. The High Priestess. Ooh. Oh, you have 3? It's like there's the secret. It was hidden. Okay, so I'll do that one last. 6 of Wands. You have 2 6s. Okay, interesting. You may want to look that up. I need to start looking these up myself. At least keep a piece of paper with it. What's the secret? Knight of Pentacles. So you have a promotion and or some kind of a generous offer coming towards you. But the secret is, 1, it's really, really slow. Okay. 2, the secret isn't necessarily slow, although it could be. This represents buried feelings. So therefore, they're secret feelings. This is also a secret lover. This person has unwavering devotion towards you, or this could be you, but seeing as how this is your situation, I feel like the secret is most likely something that you don't know yet. This person is staying quiet about their love, most likely an earth sign, okay, but they're utterly devoted. I'm not sure if you actually know this person really closely. They could be an acquaintance. Doesn't have to be, though, because usually I see stranger is interested. But if they're devoted to you, they have to know you somewhat, I would think. Otherwise, it's just a little creepy. But there's somebody who you don't know very well, most likely, but they're not taking action, or it's very, very slow. They have some buried feelings. With the 6 of Wands, for those of you, this was about career. The secret is you're going to have a very successful career change. Okay? Doesn't have to be necessarily the field, just the job. Okay? Very good. So somebody's going to give you a generous offer. Wow, what a great situation. So I don't think this has happened yet, but if it has, congratulations. Wow, Aries. All right, let's see what is crossing you, or that could be good or bad. So let's see what's going on with that. What's crossing Aries for the month of 18? What a great start. Maybe we don't need another spread. This is awesome. I mean, I'm a little wondering why that High Priestess is here. She's our only major arcana. I feel like if you don't compromise your goals, you'll get what you want. You'll get your vision. And I think you should trust your intuition. It'll all unfold naturally. Truth is revealed in time. Ooh, okay, that's way too. Oh goodness, way too. There's like in there, maybe more. Okay, what's crossing Aries for the month of May? Wow, I need to start pulling for you guys. Seeing things is not good. Oh goodness, are you serious? There's about 8 in there. Can't do 8. I can do like 3. Let's aim for less than 3. Oh, okay. Pentacles reversed. So this could be that you're leaving a job. That the reason why you have this situation is you're losing a job or you're leaving a family business. For the younger viewers, some of you are just leaving home for the first time, leaving the nest. And so you're having some really good changes here. Others of you, you have a secret admirer. They really fawn over you here, man. With the 6 of Pentacles too, with the High Priestess here, they just think you are you're the best. They can't see anybody else but you. They have eyes only for you, Aries. And this could be that you recently got out of a relationship, and so they are willing to come forward, and that's why they've been quiet. And or they just got out of a relationship. Could have been Also, you guys are just worried about money. But remember, that offer that's coming in is really great. It's just, it may be slow in coming. Okay. You think it's a bad investment. Maybe you took a chance on something. But in a good, I don't think that's really it. In a good way, we have gift in reverse. I know, it doesn't make sense. But in reverse, it means gift or a dowry or a pension. So look at all this gift. I mean, you're getting some offers coming in, Aries. Oh my, I'm so jealous. All right, what's the root of the situation? Besides, like, the star card, because it's just, or the Nine of Cups. It seems like you guys have all the luck. Oop, okay. Two of Pentacles. So you recently stopped worrying about money, or you've been worried about money, like you've been overspending, but it looks like you might be worried about that, but you're fine, okay? You may be forcing yourself to be happy in a relationship, in a job, and you're about to get out of it. Okay. Could even be marriage. Maybe, you know, you're giving up a relationship in order to get a job of some sort. I'm seeing like choosing between yourself and love, choosing between yourself and marriage. So I think that's, you've been delaying it for a while, but finally the decision's been made because the Two of Pentacles is reversed. All right, let's get 2 cards for either side of that to see exactly. I'm going to pull for these. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's divorce. 5 of Swords. So somebody have, in the root of your situation, somebody have been very devious. Also, you could have a job loss. Because this is usually where you get laid off as opposed to you necessarily leaving on your own. Okay. So if you're looking for a job, Aries, you're going to be great. Okay. But the root of the situation is some of you recently lost your job. Some of you recently got divorced. There could have been some betrayals going on at work or in love. And that's what led to this. And so you finally ended it. Some of you just decided instead of being divorced, you're just going to be single. Okay. I would have liked to see the 9 of Pentacles for that. But here in reverse, 9 of Pentacles reverse says go back to 9 of Pentacles. Therefore, I do see it in here. It's alluded to. That's what's crossing you. I feel like some of you are going to be single and you're going to have a secret admirer who take their sweet time coming to you. Right, what's in the recent past for Aries? This is a great reading. I mean, the root's not great, but what's coming for you is... Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. It's like all the way over there and then some. Oh, goodness. Oh. All right. Ooh, King of Swords reversed. So for those of you who are in a relationship, most likely the female energy in the relationship had her head on straight. And the male was not doing so hot. Most likely because this is a bad guy in reverse. Especially with the 5 of Swords, there's like somebody commits a crime against you. Do be aware that somebody you know, there is this possibility of theft. So just be watching out for that. But I mean, you have so much good stuff coming in. Somebody could just get jealous. Okay. I also see, like in your root, you've been very organized. There could have been like some organized crime or organized betrayal against you. Doesn't have to be real organized crime, just within the workplace. Also with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, with the Queen of Swords, I'm seeing you're going to take a risk and it's going to pay off. Woo woo. All right. Sorry. Also, for some of you, this is kind of a sad thing. I haven't seen it yet, but I saw it now because of the Queen of Swords and then the King of Swords. Well, for the first people, you're just not getting along. But others of you, this is saying that for the women, that you might be a widow or have recently become one because they're both in like the root. And with the High Priestess and Queen of Swords, I'm seeing widow. And then here's the male in reverse, the husband figure. And then for the men out there, it could actually be the opposite way. Okay. So whatever gender you're not, some of you became, whoever's watching, obviously, because the other person is not with us any longer. And that could be why this 10 of Pentacles is here. Maybe a spouse took care of all the bills and whatnot. And so now you're like, for the females, you're a woman in a man's world kind of a deal. Trying to deal with things that you're not used to dealing with. Okay. But the King of Swords, guys, in reverse, besides the a spouse passing, here, if this is just a relationship, this is lying, manipulation, cruel, somebody who has bad intentions. And with the Five of Swords here, that's likely here, okay? But if you take a risk, it's going to pay off, okay? Okay, what's crowning the reading? This could be advice, an outcome, alternative outcome, or just another reflection of what's going on. Okay. All right, so some of you are having to let go of something from the past, or that's what's going on here. It could be some kind of a past secret about children or family. It could be about a past love. It could be a past love that's coming up. Because I do feel like there's secrets now that we have the Four of Pentacles and the High Priestess. To me, this is a good thing. It's like moving on. I feel like somebody's getting freedom. Perhaps if you were in a terrible marriage and this person passes, well, then it's more like freedom in that way. Because I do have a lot of suffocation here. And then again, we have, worried about money. There may be children that you have that are spending too much money. And I'm really seeing here the advice for you is that your fear isn't going to solve anything. Start saving money as opposed to spending, even though you have some great offers coming in. And just learn to be a little bit more open, because she can be direct, but a little closed emotionally. And the Six of Cups is all about emotions here. Also, I'm seeing to keep a level head when it comes to finances. Because again, with the Two of Pentacles here, I'm seeing Six of Cups, even the Four of Pentacles. All three of these cards say like wasting money. So again, take a chance, it'll pay off, but not in a gambling type of a way. Okay. This is more like a chance on a job. I don't feel like it's going to be a previous job or in a location where you previously lived. Wherever you're living now, that's fine. Somewhere different, that's fine. Just not where you previously were. But hey, if something comes up and that's all you got, take it. Who am I? All right. But I think some of you are letting go of some dreams you've had from the past that didn't really pan out. And again, I have being naive and then opening up. So again, be aware of somebody that has that betrayal tendency when it comes to your money. All right, what's coming up in the near future for Aries? Let's say within the next 3 months. What's coming up in the near future for the next 3 months? Okay, that wanted to come out. Seven of Cups reversed, which says go back to Six of Cups, which says go back to Five of Cups. So you may be disappointed in love, okay? But all hope's not lost, and that's also some people who are grieving, okay, like mourning a death. But also this says that you think you don't have a lot of options, or you finally narrow down your choice, and you know exactly what to go for. Like if you have 2 choices, you know what to pick. If you had a lot, you narrow it down to the ones that you really want. You're not just going to pick something willy-nilly, okay? Sorry. For those of you that this is about love, this is saying that you kind of have a crush, or somebody has a crush on you, and they really desire you. It could be a little obsessive, okay? So do watch out, because if they've been quiet all this time, but they're utterly devoted, you may want to watch out. Not anything negative, just they may be a little wrapped up in you. This person does like you for what's inside, not just the outside, not just all the fancy glitter and glam. They like what's inside you. If you're in a couple, I feel like you're going to make it work, even though you guys aren't really seeing eye to eye. And it is, it could still be dysfunctional. That could be what's coming up for you, but you're still in it. Okay. All right, let's see. And so some of you be letting go of, childhood dreams of what marriage should be like, or about, growing old with someone. Okay, what's coming up for Aries in the next 6 months? Here we go, 2 major arcana and something else. All right. One of these cards wanted to come out earlier. So you could be dealing with Libras and Sagittarians. Finally have some actual cards that mean people or zodiac signs. So you have Justice, then you have the Ten of Swords, and then you have Temperance. So I feel like some of you want justice for a betrayal. For some people, it could have been that somebody passed away due to unnatural causes, okay? Especially with the Five of Swords here. And you're working on like letting go and healing, trying to take that first step into the water and see what's out there. Also, some of you be getting divorced and you're finally ending a situation and using those cups yourself, working your damn self, trying to get everything back in order. But some of you could be working in tandem with another person for some reason, whether it's the secret admirer, a spouse, possibly a lawyer, whatever it might be, because we do have King of Swords and Queen of Swords. But justice is in your favor, especially because you have the Six of Pentacles. That buffers any kind of negativity. That's within the next 6 months. So there could be an end of a delusion of some sort. I'm not sure what this delusion would be. If you're the one that has a secret, if you're the secret admirer, then you might have had a delusion about somebody. I can see end of delusion here as well. Even though there's still some obsessive fantasies, it's also deceiving oneself or others, even though technically you know what is right and true. And so this could be the end of that delusion and kind of coming to terms with what's going on. But I feel like some people are just getting back in the saddle. They're getting their life together. If you went to court for some reason, it looks like you're going to get your fair share. Even if you have like a terrible lawyer, you'll still get your fair share. In fact, you can get a ton. Okay, like it might be overkill. I feel like justice is coming for whomever needs it. And then there's just this healing that's coming through. Mental balance, putting things back in order, and learning how to maintain balance. Especially if you've lost a spouse, you'd be dealing with financial struggles, but that could be what the career change is looking like having to go back into a career or a different career that pays differently due to not having two incomes. There's a lot of scenarios that can go into that, okay? So apply it how you can. There'd be some issues with not getting as much inheritance as you thought. But we would need like Ace of Pentacles to make sure that's true. Overall, there was somebody that committed a crime in some way. They were dishonest, and it looks like justice comes for them. I don't think it's actually you. I think it's somebody in your life. But if you have done something that's unjust or unjust, then everything will get righted. Okay, we have Three of Swords. So this could be, if you had a devious partner of some sort, they could have gotten out of a third-party situation, and or you did. This could be somebody's coming to apologize, because we have some cards in here that could indicate that, at least at some point. And you're healing and recovering. We definitely have some healing and recovering going on here. So all good news for the first spread, okay? Lots of good things coming in. The root of the situation wasn't that great. So let's see. Everybody wants to hear good news when they come in, so it looks like you're getting it. Okay, I'm going to use the next deck. All right, next one I'm going to do is current situation, issue, obstacle, or fate, advice or steps, your strength, and then any other challenges, as well as potential outcome. So what is the current situation? Okay, Six of Pentacles again. Are you fucking kidding me? Aries, I'm scaring myself here. That's your current situation, just like in your last one. Are you kidding me? Okay. All right. Next, we have your issue, obstacle, or fate. No. Well, it's definitely an issue, an obstacle, or a fate. The Tower. And... oh, okay. And the World reversed, and definitely, and the Hermit. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, but totally seeing, like, current situation, your life's in balance. But issue, obstacle, or fate, some of you are having your world turned upside down. You feel like something, your whole world is crumbling around you. Could be a breakup of some sort, because we do have the Hermit, which is being single. I also feel like with the World here in reverse, that something happened, something huge, and they just kind of withdrew and said, or they will say, either one, like, I'm just going to be me, myself, and I'm going to sit happy ass in a house that's not falling down. That's kind of what I get here. Ooh, dear. Dear me. Okay. So let's see what are the steps. Your steps and advice are, you got this. Okay? You got it. It's all in your hands. The world's actually in your hands. It just feel like it's turned upside down. But even if it's upside down, it's still in your hands. And also, this is the God card, so it's also in God's hands. Everything you need is going to manifest. And your current situation is really good. And the Tower always comes in for your good. It's like a rebuilding, okay? And if something catastrophic just happens to happen where there's no rhyme or reason, it ends up being for your best good, okay? Or it ends up, you can lead into something good from it. Okay, so with your advice and your steps, I'm seeing health gets better, or be grateful for your health, and just work on being your best self. This could be saying that you're going to meet a compatible soulmate, or it could be saying just realize the fine balance between, life and death, for instance. We have this fine line. And if somebody were to pass away, that would be a big shock. But I feel like that, in the last reading, it would have already happened, okay? But just realize that you're going in the right direction, okay? At least that's your advice or your steps. Go in the right direction. That means be in charge, be confident. Remember, with God, anything's possible, and no wallowing. Just give it to God, no wallowing, okay? And for some people, it's just having a good job. If that's what you need. Some people could have lost a job. Okay, so what is your strength that will help you with the steps? Your strength is 5 of Cups reversed. Now, in the last one, it was alluded to, and it was probably upright, but I don't know, because it was just alluded to. But this is saying you've changed your focus, okay? You can get over the 3 of Cups that are spilled and focus on the 2 of Cups that remain. That's a positive attitude. And with the Magician here, that's your advice. So the fact is you're naturally positive, or you are able to deal with grief rather quickly or in a better way than most. And so you're able to kind of take on a persona of the Magician, okay? I usually see the Magician as a little bit of Aries. So that's what's going to help you. That's what your strength is, okay? It's just being positive, seeing what there is that's still positive. Okay. All right, so other issues or challenges that come up. Challenge is also a word like a dare, so it could be a dare of what you should do. Ooh, I had a feeling this was going to come up. Death. Okay, so some of you, it is about a death. Some of you be dealing with a Scorpio in addition to a Virgo, or either or neither. Could be somebody else. Could be just yourself. This is saying your challenge or your dare is to release something. It could be releasing, a death of somebody, or recovering from something. All these cards are telling me if you're single, soon you're going to meet somebody pretty powerful too. Because we have the Hermit here. Like, you could have broken up and you just withdrew, and then, you're definitely getting somebody. You're going to meet someone soon. But you have to close a chapter on your past, and it looks like you can do that. And this is just further reflecting the Tower. Like, there was a sudden and intense change that it was just hard for you to deal with. You didn't cause this. It just happened. That's why I wasn't seeing any, I wasn't seeing any procrastination. Usually the Tower comes in before that. So in this case, it's not caused by you. Therefore, there was no procrastination to see. Everything was, fucking fine and dandy, pretty much. So you're going to meet someone. It's called like a lover, but just a person that you might be romantically interested in who will help transform you. This could also be a revelation of something, especially since we have the Tower here. It could just be there's more than one revelation. There's more than one secret, perhaps. Maybe unexpected, but this grief and this sorrow that you go through, perhaps, it has an expiration date. Okay, so keep that in mind. But this is also just releasing something that is burdening you. Okay, this next one is potential outcome should you follow the steps. 9 of Swords. I have a feeling that was supposed to go with this because I didn't get to say it yet. I do feel like you should be releasing your darkest fears. And I'm thinking, because you're typically positive. And so, again, your challenge is to release some dark fears, release sadness. Again, we have mourning over a death, so it's releasing that. Okay, now let's do your potential outcome should you follow the advice. I had a feeling I wasn't supposed to say that yet, so okay. What is the potential outcome for Aries regarding the situation? Should they follow the steps? 5 of Swords. Okay. So I'm seeing win some, lose some. And the 5 of Swords came out in your last one as the root of the issue. So this spread might be first in the time, and then the second spread be like the second as far as a timeline. It doesn't have to be, though. This could be for 2 different groups. But your outcome, even though you're going to be doing things right, is 5 of Swords. So in this case, it's not a negative. In this case, I'm trying to think how to say this. It's conquering in this case. Normally it's hollow, but here, you see here, we have like a heart. It's conquering in love. And the people who are usually in the background, they're going to be sad because they don't get you. Okay. I don't usually see that for this card, okay? I have to tell you, I usually don't see that. I'm also seeing for people who are looking for work and get a position that they're going to have some ambition, definite ambition. And I'm also seeing not mourning anymore, like conquering mourning, because this is mourning in reverse. This is not mourning. It's saying accept what's happened, pretty much, for what it is. I want to get one more for that. Why is the 5 of Swords here as the potential outcome should Aries follow the steps? Okay, the Hierophant. So we have another major arcana. Could be dealing with a Taurus. So we have Virgo, Scorpio, and Taurus. Okay. So there's a possibility you could be. We technically have like 2 teacher kind of people here. So I feel like you're going to be learning a lot or gaining in character from this situation. Some of you are going to be isolated because of a religious organization. And with the 6 of Pentacles here, it could be some kind of a charity of some sort. Just be careful of cults. And I'm seeing for you to take control of the situation. Don't let something control you. You have your own thoughts, your own beliefs. I'm seeing to kind of be like the rebel almost against conformity. Could be there's like a poor leader or an abuse of power, some kind of an organized defeat with the 5 of Swords here. And I think that's a good thing, okay? And if it's an organized defeat, it's because there's somebody who's abused their power. And that could be like a shocking revelation. Hopefully you're not the one in power here, okay? If that's true, then it's not going to be good for you, but it's going to be good overall. I don't think that's true, but I just have to say it just in case. I'm also seeing that, okay, I'm going to say it. There's some people out there that this is them, okay? And this is saying other people have lost faith in you, okay? Now, this could be you losing faith in someone else who's a religious leader, but the actual words are other people lost faith in you, because those are the exact words that I see when I get this card. I'm going to say it that way, but it doesn't have to apply to you specifically. And then with the 5 of Cups in reverse, this is saying loss of self-respect. So pretty much everybody doesn't have faith in someone, and that person also doesn't have faith in themselves. But as a strength, that would be realizing how to be humble, okay? Because it's supposed to be your strength, so I feel like it's you. This is saying, yeah, you know, I fucked up, or I don't have faith in myself, okay? Oh, geez, that Hierophant really changed a lot of things. Okay. It's good to clarify. But there was some kind of corruption with the Tower here. The corruption was found. Somebody could have been ostracized, and it turned somebody's world upside down. Okay. Wow, that was a different take on it. Okay. It's all starting to make a bigger story now, or a more well-formed story. So some of you could have had some kind of a mutiny against you, or you did this in some kind of a religious organization. Could be work, but I feel like it's more religious due to some of the cards that are in here. Some of you, this could be you're gaining your self-respect back, and that's your strength. And it's like somebody could have beaten you down for something, but they were corrupt. And so you're realizing, I have the power, I am good at what I do, and being confident and being like a salesman for yourself. And so usually this is loss of respect. So perhaps this is gaining it back. That could be your strength in that case. But you just have to release bad words people have said about you. Release the sadness. Yeah. Maybe you can admit to yourself it was a hollow victory. But here I feel like this is more about just a victory overall. And I feel like you might join a new group, maybe one that doesn't isolate you so much. Or the isolation could have been somebody was ostracized. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Crazy. Oh, there you are. The Emperor, Aries. So I do see you being in power. It could be somebody else was a bad leader and you're getting in their place. But again, this could be you. It just depends. I really like this. However, with the Five of Swords in here, it does say this person's a criminal. So Aries is saying you're a criminal. But it could just be somebody who is Emperor-like. It could be a leader. Okay, it doesn't have to be you. But it is your card. What are you guys doing? All right. Maybe I should stop on ahead. It's a large charity. It's not a small charity. Okay. Be assertive. Okay. And I think you're going to start valuing your worth and scatter your enemies. And if you're angry, use it as motivation. Okay. Use it as motivation. Because you're powerful. There's so much power in all these cards. You're the boss. You have authority. Use it. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of stuff in here that's not necessarily about love. It's interesting. Let's see if we can get a love reading going on over here. Okay, so some people are no longer married for whatever reason. This could also be for single people. Oof. Oh, what? How the fuck do you not get married and have a honeymoon? Like, did somebody get left at the altar and they went on their honeymoon? I mean, that's always a possibility. Or somebody got divorced and went on a divorce honeymoon. Or, okay, it's just an idea, but if your spouse passes, you like go on a honeymoon to remember them, like everywhere you went, or on the anniversary you go. Okay, very strange. Okay, maybe some of you are just common law marriage, for instance, or you're living with somebody and you're having a honeymoon period. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I think single people are having a good time, but they need to keep an open mind. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Okay, there's somebody you're not getting to know. And if you're on a trip, for instance, maybe you're going on a trip, you're gonna have a hard time. You're like, we're supposed to be getting to know each other. We're supposed to be doing this and that, and we're going sightseeing or something like that. Okay, keep an open mind, because I see a closed mind if you're not getting to know someone. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You have to be that Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay, forgiving and learning. Yes, they usually, getting to know each other and forgiving and learning are almost always the same to me. Because you have to, reveal your innermost selves, and then you have to release and heal the past. You experience more love in your present moments. That's a good one. Okay, so that marriage in reverse card, or wedding in reverse card, is kind of strange, but just for the heck of it, let's do a sex reading. Alright. I haven't shuffled that yet. Alright, so Aries, you guys had the most views. Therefore, you're going to get the first video. Alright, let's see. What's Aries got going on in their love / sex life? Okay. Some of you are going to say, I haven't had sex in 8 years. This reading doesn't resonate. I'm going to say, yeah, so. Oh, we have the Hierophant again. Is there some kind of corruption going on sexually? This is a sexual deck. And then we have the Three of Swords. There's that Three of Swords that was there earlier, but it's reversed. And here it was reversed too, but the same meanings don't apply, okay? Alright, let's see. Let's get one more for Aries. Okay, that's good. Nine of Swords, although it doesn't have the same meaning, okay? I'm sorry, but we have a little bit of, we have two cards that really imply like oral sex, so that must be something that's going on here. Okay, let me get the meanings out. Because these decks have no correlation to the typical deck, I can never remember them, so you still get the information, doesn't matter where I get it. Okay, so for the Hierophant, we have charisma. It says, nevertheless, sacredness is not always exempt from sin. Okay, so there's some kind of like evil within a sacred environment. Could be, sexually too. So we have act prudently, act wisely. Power sometimes corrupts people. This could be you. This could be somebody else. Could be a Taurus. Okay. It says, don't compromise between the sacred and the profane. Don't let them mix. Sometimes it happens, but don't let it as much as you can. Okay, so now we have Three of Swords. Okay, Three of Swords talks about jealousy, morbidity, the fight for possession. Interesting. So there could be a third party involved. Jealousy, morbidity. Morbidity is like death, so jealousy makes me wonder. Could be somebody who was jealous, of a spouse or whatnot. Nine of Swords. A sudden approach. So after a spouse passes, perhaps somebody could approach you. Or after you're not with that person anymore, they could have been very jealous of this person, but didn't say anything. And now it's saying that there's a sudden approach from someone. And it talks about hope and a wonderful dream. This could be for you, could be for them. But we have this idea of not crossing a line when it comes to sacredness and profane. It could be actual like priests and nuns. And then we have jealousy, and then we have somebody comes up. So that could be why the Six of Pentacles has come up for you twice, because that also can be jealousy as well. And possession. Oh, I wanted to do the bottom of the deck. Oh wow, lots of swords. Seven of Swords. And the fact that's in reverse doesn't matter. Okay. The Seven of Swords is not the same typical meaning, just like the Nine of Swords isn't. I would never consider the Nine of Swords a hope and a dream. Okay. But here it is. So let's do the Seven of Swords. All right, so Seven of Swords, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. We have an evil plan. That's this guy. Okay. Plots in the dark. Actions with the complicity of night. Oh shit, that's definitely Seven of Swords there. All right, what is it? Let's see what it is. The Hermit again? Okay, let's see what the Hermit's about. I was gonna give you guys all rainbows today, based on that first part. Okay, the Hermit. Ooh, an attractive body troubles even an ascetic spirit. But don't be deceived by hypocrites and false virtue. Deception is lying in wait. All right, guys, you heard it. Deception, lying in wait. Somebody's going to have false virtue. I mean, it's been coming up here. Somebody's corrupt. There's an evil plan when it comes to love and sex. Okay. Somebody's a hypocrite. Okay. And it says an attractive body troubles even an ascetic spirit. Somebody could be lusting after somebody. That's why we have the jealousy and the possession. I get a very bad vibe from that. So just please do be careful with whom you interact. Doesn't have to be somebody you know. Let's see what the Four of Cups here has to say. Fuck. What? Okay. So we have intruder. It doesn't matter if it's reversed or not. An intruder. Could be somebody spying, but intruder makes me think somebody's encroaching on your space. Okay. In whatever way you want to picture that. Then we have distrust this person. And then we have poor self-esteem. Interesting. And if you'll notice, We have two different cards that have somebody spying. So there's somebody who might really, really desire you, or you might be this person. And there's like an evil plan. They're supposed to be a really good person, or somebody you might trust, or even a stranger, but they might come off as good and saying don't fall for it. Like false virtue, false goodness, okay? So it's a good thing that came out. That way you know, okay? All right, good luck.